Everyone. So as your child or you start embarking on this Google Classroom adventure, I know that many of you have different questions about what is Google Classroom, how does it work? So this is just a brief, short and sweet intro of what Google Classroom is and what it looks like from the student view. So I have a classroom here as an example. So this is the main screen where you or your child would have all of their classes for Google Classroom. So they might have 5 or 6 things here. I'm going to click on one of the classes. So now I'm in the class. It's going to say the title of the class up here. It might say the block, the subject, that sort of thing. And this main area that it always starts on is called the stream. So the stream is where most things get posted, but it can also be a place that sometimes feels overwhelming to students because you can see almost everything on the stream. You can see different assignments, you can see posts from your teacher, that sort of thing. Many students often just look at the stream and are unaware that there are other areas you can look. The stream is really great for announcements. So if you look here, this particular teacher has posted an announcement on Friday, October 25th. This is an old classroom, saying what I need to do that day. I need to answer the question, I need to look through different tasks, and I need to give myself a point on something. So it's given me a nice to-do list. But where are all of these things that I need to do? So those are up here. This is the best tab you can be in as a student or as a parent if you're looking at your child's Google Classroom. You want to click on Classwork. In classwork, this is a much easier area to navigate rather than the stream. So there may be different topics in the Google Classroom, which helps to keep things organized and understand where different things are. So in this particular classroom, the top topic is daily instructions, read this first. So that's a nice go-to area. And then within here, within the topics, you'll see a variety of different things, different symbols. This symbol means material, so that's just something to have a look at or read. This is a question, so a question that needs to be answered. And this little clipboard is key. These are the assignments. So these are things that are actually due and need to be handed in. These particular ones don't have a due date, but when they do have a due date, it will be listed right there. So the due dates are all along there. And you can just keep scrolling down and you'll see lots of different items there. Sometimes people might even find this overwhelming. So another great way to look, if you're wondering, what is my child missing? What do they need to do? They can click on this lovely button here, View Your Work. You click on that one. And this is where you'll be able to see handed in, missing because it's overdue, assigned means it hasn't been completed, but because there's no due date, it's not overdue, etc. And you can also filter it by clicking on missing. So then you can see just what your child is missing. And then for the student as well, that's a lot less overwhelming. You just look at that one thing. Oh, I just need to do task number 1. That's the only thing I'm missing. And then you can click, view the details of that assignment, and it will take you there. And now I can see the instructions and I can see where I need to hand things in. I have another video on how to hand in assignments, as there are a variety of ways, so please feel free to check that out. It's also on my channel. Okay, let's just head back to the classwork area. So that is the gist of this area. One other key area is looking at people. So in here you can see your teacher and you can see your list of classmates. So that's just helpful to know who's teaching the class, who else is in the class. Maybe you can message someone in the class and ask them a question if they're a friend of yours, or you want to contact the teacher and then you know how to spell their name properly. Okay, and lastly, right here, you'll have your upcoming work. Right now it says, woohoo, no work due soon, but other times it'll say if there's an upcoming item that is due. So that's a quick little overview of how to navigate through Google Classroom with your child, or if you're a student, how to navigate through and find things yourself. The key thing I would like you to remember is that this classwork tab is the best place to go, and the View Your Work area. Thank you.